There's nothing like an indoor arena for a hockey game, and though the dimensions of the rink are standard, the venues themselves have their distinct and unique differences. And today, we're going to break down each one of those stadiums and hopefully keep the amount of frightening mascots to a minimum. Critiquing all 31 NHL arenas, secrets and hidden gems is coming up right after this. Real quick, I want to let you guys know about my second channel, the weekly live stream called The Dumpster Fire that Urinating Tree and I do, where we talk major about everything that happened in the week of sports. After this video, please follow the link down below and subscribe so that you never miss a show. As I have said before in my stadium videos for the MLB and NFL, I am not an architect, not an engineer, and this is not a serious critique. And for those of you who will ask, yes, this will be done for the NBA, even if some arenas are the same. With the longest time period between the year it opened and its first NHL season, Bell MTS Place was the home of the Manitoba Moose from 2004 to 2011 until the Thrashers were shipped to Winnipeg. The Moose came back in 2015 and is the Jets' AHL affiliate. Because the arena was built as a minor league venue, it has the smallest seating capacity in the league. It's also home of the Winnipeg Whiteout and Connor Hellebuck's Shifty Eyes. Caught in the middle of political ping pong, the Barclays Center will share hosting duties this year with the old arena, the Nassau Coliseum, in an arrangement that makes very little sense. The Isles, who desperately needed a rink after Fort Neverlose went into disrepair, moved into the Barclays Center in 2015. After heat and unrest from the actual residents of Long Island, a new barn is being built in Belmont, set to open in 2021. Since Barclays wasn't built for hockey, there are obstructed view seats and the ice quality has been questioned. The roof of the stadium has natural grass, which keeps the building cool. I wonder which union gets to mow that thing. Known as The Rock, the Prudential Center has served as the Devils' home for over a decade now. In a 2010 contest, the lights went out and could not be fixed. The rest of the game was played 2 nights later, with Steve Stamkos scoring a goal on Friday and another on Sunday in the same game. There is a museum dedicated to the Grammy Awards within the building. Hot tip, don't ever get lost in Newark. Okay, Newark is getting better, but don't ever get lost in Camden. Home to one of the best goalie chirps in all of sports, Bridgestone Arena is located right in the heart of downtown Nashville. It's All Your Fault was started by the fans, quickly caught on. They not only serve catfish, but the stadium also has a catfish tank, which they installed in 2017. Also, the arena looks like a giant gramophone replete with a needle to play old 45s. A shack not without controversy, Gila River Arena saw its contract with the city of Glendale terminated in 2015. A deal was signed days later, but the team is on a year-to-year lease with the city, and Bettman threatened to move the team if a new deal isn't passed. It still hasn't. Probably the only thing keeping the Yotes in the desert is Bettman's limp threats and the fact he really doesn't have a place to put them other than Seattle. Honda bought the naming rights to the joint in 2006, but some still call it the Pond. Just like a Honda, there's nothing flashy about this arena or its features. On the website, a fun fact states that there are more than 130 palm trees on the property, and my mind is freaking blown. Next to the rink is this train station, which looks like a lobster tail. The glitz and glam of Las Vegas doesn't stay outside of T-Mobile Arena, as the Golden Knights showed us you don't want to miss the pre-game ceremonies. There is an actual nightclub in the arena where you can party for no additional charge, which is rare in Vegas. There is a replica medieval castle too. Outside features a huge video board and designated area for tailgating. Of course, the product on the ice is pretty darn good too. The most successful first-year expansion team ever. With a name that sounds like a great place to buy some radials, Canadian Tire Center is the dumpster that the Senators throw rancid garbage and lighter fluid into. The building holds Ottawa's Sports Hall of Fame, and when fans come in, they can state their blood type so Melnick can keep it in a database and later steal the fan's liver while he or she falls asleep watching a disinterested Matt Duchene play hockey. That's not true, but it probably should be. Replacing the Cow Palace, SAP Center, known as the Shark Tank, will celebrate its 25th year this season. An actual Shark Tank was added in 2017, which is in the BMW Lounge. SAP essentially owns the team, not the Kings, people, not the Kings. TD Garden replaced the Boston Garden, which was the last rink in the NHL to not have standard dimensions for the ice. A statue of Bobby Orr's famous flying goal was unveiled in 2010 but moved to Portal Park. The Bruins' original home, Matthews Arena, which was built in 1910, is still in use. One of the few arenas to have a brewery inside it, Pepsi Center serves craft beers brewed on site along with its sugar water. Across the parking lot is Ellich Gardens, an amusement park that is owned by Stan Kroenke. I don't think they sell edibles there, but they should. They damn well should. Xcel Energy Center is home only to the Minnesota Wild, as it does not share its facilities with the Timberwolves. One cool feature is that the concourse areas have a hockey jersey from every high school team in Minnesota. Inside the arena is a lighthouse and giant foghorn, which sounds whenever the Man Bear Pigs score a goal. The world's most famous arena is also the league's oldest, as it has been hosting both the NHL and NBA games for 50 years. The Garden underwent major renovations in 2013 and caused the Rangers to go on a month-long road trip. The arena hosts over 320 events a year, and ticket prices can spike as high as 10 G's a seat for like a Game 7 of an Eastern Conference Finals. There won't be a need to sell those anytime soon, though. One of the few NHL arenas with a skating rink attached to its skating rink, Nationwide Arena has been open for nearly 20 years. The Ice House, which is also the team's practice rink, is often open to the public. The arena features the giant cannon, which fires at the beginning of games and after BJ goals at 105 decibels. The Blue Jackets used to have a mascot named Boomer, which was short-lived. Amazingly, it's not the creepiest mascot in all of sports. Opened in 1999, the Staples Center currently houses 4 tenants, as well as hosting concerts and events. Inside the arena, there is a secret tunnel that connects the locker rooms. I'll talk about that in the NBA version of this. There are 10 statues of former players located around the arena, which include the great one, Luc Robitaille, and Oscar De La Hoya. The house that Spite built. The Rogers Place was opened in 2016, but not after Daryl Katz played hardball with the city of Edmonton and got the taxpayers to shoulder the majority of the construction costs. This for a team that was suffering from dwindling attendance before McJesus arrived. Not to let controversy overshadow the stadium's modern architecture and amenities, the building is beautiful and has given other Canadian cities jealous fits of rage. Mario's Funhouse was opened in 2010, and ground was broken for the stadium using shovels made from Sidney Crosby's sticks, setting in motion the eventual christening as an official shrine to the Golden Boy's status as a Pittsburgh god. The interior of the venue was modeled after Gila River Arena's seating bowl. It was once named Consol Energy Arena, but the naming rights were sold to PPG when gas prices got back to normal. Once the site of many playoff failures, the Capitals brought home the trophy because
we're not going to be fucking sucked this year!
Recently renamed the Capital One Arena, the venue has been known as the Phone Booth, as it was the MCI Center and then the Verizon Center. The nickname is fitting, as the arena's acoustics are some of the best in the league, though this image of it is a little flat. Host to the Mavericks and the Stars, American Airlines Arena features an adjacent outdoor area called Victory Park. Fun fact, when the arena was first opened, they installed the wrong kind of glass for the restrooms, and those driving by could see right into the bathrooms and people doing their business. A stadium as nondescript as their current occupants, PNC Arena has been open for 20 years and also houses the NC State basketball team. A fun fact listed on the arena website states that there are over 2,800 welded pipe joints in the place. If that's not a fun fact, I don't know what is. The building with 4 names. The Enterprise Center was once the Kiel Center, Savas Center, and the Scott Trade Center. The St. Louis Metrolink has listed it as the Civic Center because the building keeps changing its damn name. Enterprise has promised a bunch of renovations, including a beer garden, to help their fans drown their sorrows after early playoff exits. Formerly named the Air Canada Centre, the Scotiabank Arena got its name just this year. The stadium is next to Maple Leaf Square. The arena was built on the site of the Canadian Postal Service Delivery Building and retained some elements in its design. Drake is a frequent performer at the arena, and if you want to win the cup this year, you might want to keep him out of the building for the playoffs or not have urinating Tree pick you to win it. Another building in the league named by the cell phone giant. Does it even have any meaning? The Rogers Arena hosted the Olympic Hockey Games in 2010. Located close to downtown, the arena gives easy access for rioting and ample cars to be turned over and set on fire. You knew I couldn't resist. Damn it, y'all rioted over a loss. A loss. Inside the KeyBank Arena is the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame, which likely honors all of those great Buffalo sports moments. The best place to hang out in the arena is the Labatt Blue Zone, a sports bar which allows you to drink probably as much as you want because the Sabres play on the ice would cause me to do that if I were a Sabres fan. I don't think they have folding tables in there though. Finally, a barn with some goddamn unique features. Amalie Arena installed Tesla coils in 2012 that create actual lightning in the building. The venue also features an outdoor dining space because it's Tampa and the weather's nice. Much improvements have been recently made, including the addition of more luxury seating so that the fans can watch all of the ex-Rangers play. The Duffy Sky Club is an 8,000 square foot area and can accommodate up to 500 people, aka every fan in the building. One of the cool things the Panthers fans do is throw rats on the ice after a hat trick. This tradition was started during the 95 season when Scott Mellenby killed a rat in the locker room with his stick and then went out and scored 2 goals. The Panthers made the finals that year and the fans picked up that killing rats equals goals. The aging Saddledome has been caught in the middle of an ugly dispute over where the Flames should play next. However, there are no replacement plans yet. In 2013, the arena was flooded up to the 8th row, and the new Jumbotron was ruined as it sat on the floor during summer downtime. Crews worked around the clock to get the stadium ready for the 2014 season. In 2015, the Saddledome set a record when fans donated over 28,000 stuffed animals after a goal during an AHL game. Okay, that was pretty awesome. The NHL's newest stadium, Little Caesars, was open last year. The state-of-the-art facility was so nice, the Pistons decided to leave the aging Palace to come play in the Pizza Dome. The outside of the stadium features murals, the ceiling is lit, there is a beer garden. This cool sculpture, it has a Corvette driving up a wall, and even the manhole covers are sweet. An arena that has seen many recent upgrades, Wells Fargo Center is the only venue in the NHL that will operate on 100% wind energy. Insert joke here about how much Brian Elliott blows. This season, the Flyers unveiled the creepiest mascot in all of sports, Gritty, a discarded Muppet that is likely a registered sex offender. Also known as the Madhouse, the 300 level of the stadium offers 2 bars that have panoramic views. There are statues of Bobby Hull and the late Stan Mikita and some guy named Michael Jordan, whoever that is. And finally, we have the Bell Center, which is famous for the Fire pregame on-ice projection, which is admittedly pretty cool. The Bell Center replaced the iconic Montreal Forum and was initially criticized for being sterile, though it had big shoes to fill. What is puzzling is the stadium's security system, which still allows Mark Bergevin's key card to work. Time to trade for an undersized left-handed wing, eh, Mark? At least nobody beat you to the punch on that one.
Oh, he's got a big... Oh, jeez.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and didn't get too upset when I threw shade at your team. And if you liked it, please hit that like button. And if you're new here, of course, subscribe for more interesting videos on sports. And if you have the time, subscribe to the Dumpster Fire, the weekly live stream Urinating Tree and I do, where we shitpost. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this video.